A new water tower could be in the works here in the Gem City. The Mill Creek Water District proposed plans to build the new water tower just across the street from the Prairie Crossing Shopping Center. WGEM's Gianni Peterson was at the meeting and is here now to tell us what exactly went down tonight. Gianni?
Ultimately tonight, the City Council voted to approve the denial of the new water tower to be built. Mill Creek was hoping to build the tower on North 64th Street, which would have placed it in a residential area, and this led to many people within the community showing up and speaking out against the permit. The measure was recently denied by the Quincy Planning Commission, which made this decision for the council quite easy.
They make a recommendation to the City Council, and unless there's some information that wasn't considered by the Plan Commission, we're really pretty well obligated to go along with the Planning Commission's decision.
The vote was swift and was unanimous amongst the council to deny the permit. Looking forward, if Mill Creek wants to submit this proposal again, they must wait 12 months in order to try and get the water tower built. Daniel?
All right. Thank you, Gianni.